Coming up on this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, we head off to Tennessee and Lake Chickamauga with the Tennessee Team Trail. We look in on our friends with the Carolinas Bass Challenge on Lake Norman. Plus, we'll check out the season opener on Jordan Lake as the South Division of the Alabama Bass Trail gets underway. Plus, all the features like the Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight, Strike King Pro Tip of the Week, and much more. It's all straight ahead on this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. Hello everyone, and thanks for watching. We kick off this week's show as we head to Tennessee for one of the fastest growing team trails in the country, the Tennessee Team Trail.
Like I said, this is our fourth year of the Team Trail Tournament. We're Chickamauga. This was where we had our classic last year. You know, it's the hottest lake in Tennessee right now. One of the best lakes in the country. It's probably the premier winter lake in the country. Obviously, in this tournament, you're not allowed to use the A-rig. It's banned. This is a BASS qualifier, so you are actually not allowed to use that lure because in the BASS you're not allowed, and this is a qualifier to get to the Bassmaster Classic. We've gotten reports from 3 people that have over 25 pounds today. I've heard of 2 over 9 already being caught. I expected it would take 30 to 32 to win. It's a crazy time of year, and you can catch just monsters on this lake this time of year. The next couple tournaments we've got coming up are Norris and Cherokee. Like I said, they just had the Elite Series event at Cherokee a couple weeks ago. You got that showed off. You know, we've got some great support, some wonderful people helping us out, a bunch of great sponsors, and you know, you can't do it without those guys. And it's been awesome. You've got square bills, DT6 maybe. Just 6, 8, 10 foot running crankbaits, just down some rocks. I mean, that's nothing special, but it definitely, we're in, one of the community holes in Dayton. It's nothing special. It has not worked very well today. They've got 3 right now.
Lake Chickamauga didn't disappoint during this event. We saw some nice sacks at the weigh-in stage, like this whopping big fish of the day caught by Kenny Needham and Rob Noyes, 11.03 pounds. Even with that lunker, they finished 10th. There was a tie for 5th between Lee Lands fishing solo and the team of Ryan Harper and Andrew Brackett, each catching 5 for 23.47. Brad Fullington and Shane Frazier came in second with a total of 26.17, including their big fish of 9.81.
Yeah, so we made the long run downriver, and it started fast for us. I mean, we had what we weighed by probably 9 o'clock. Pulled up on a little deal and caught our second best fish. Put the poles down. Next cast 4-pounder. Next cast almost a 10-pounder. And then we caught a few other fish. We did lose a couple key fish today, but anytime you're fishing a rattle trap, that's going to happen.
But the largest weight of the day belonged to Team Brown, Tommy and Spencer.
Guys, we had a blessed day today on Chickamauga Lake. Got a chance to fish with my son down here today, and we ended up having 30.75 total pounds, with the largest fish being 9.30. It's been a fantastic day down here, and we probably caught over 60 fish.
For information on this Tennessee Team Trail, check them out at tnteamtrail.com. Strike King Pro Billy McDonald has some myth-busting advice for us boaters coming up in the Strike King Pro Tip of the Week, plus coverage from North Carolina and Lake Norman as the Carolinas Bass Challenge kicks off their 2017 season. Some news, tips, as well as advice and much, much more when the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show continues. Stay with us.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, sponsored by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time, by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures, and by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter.
I'm freezing.
Well, I told you to bring a warmer jacket.
When?
Every day since you could walk. Now I just say it with my eyes, like, Folks, Park Ranger Mark,
Sup, bro? Hey, Forest Cop.
you're taking up a lot of space. I'm gonna need you to move a vehicle.
Todd, load the four-wheeler into the truck. That's like bundling, because Progressive can bundle your boat, ATV, and RV with your truck to save you money. Don't talk to her. She has rabies.
Rabies was created by the government. Let's look it up. Who are you people?
Yay, Grandpa's still alive.
I don't want to buy any cookies, little girl.
From bass and walleye to crappie and the great outdoors, no one has ever built aluminum boats like these from Ranger. They're packed with standard features. The ride is super smooth, they're whisper quiet and incredibly stable. Check out the difference in quality, performance, and room in a Ranger aluminum design. America's fastest growing aluminum line. No matter what you're after on the water, these rigs are engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
Every time we go fishing, you know we gotta tie one on.
In all honesty, when do I not tie one on?
Every time I go in the water, I love to tie one on. Every day of the week, I like to tie one on.
You may not know this about me, but every once in a while, I've been known to tie one on.
Come on, man, join the Strike King team. All you gotta do, tie one on.
I think I always tie one on.
It's about bass fishing and bass fishing tournaments. From the grassroots weekend angler to the pro-am and professional events, it's all on AnglersChannel.com. Anglers Channel is your source for tournament news and results from across the country. Gear and equipment reviews, lake guides, pro tips, product highlights, and more. AnglersChannel.com. Find out the latest patterns and strategies that are working on your home lake and across the country. Bookmark AnglersChannel.com and be connected to the source for all things bass.
Hey, not all boaters are the same. Bass fishermen have specific demands we place on our equipment. Not all boat insurance is the same. Progressive offers customizable coverages to suit your lifestyle and the way you use your boat. No depreciation on repairs is included on all Progressive boat policies at no additional cost to you. This means your boat will be restored to its pre-accident condition or better. With Progressive, all small claims of $500 or less are forgiven. Small claims will not count against you, and they won't charge you more because you have one or more. Perpetual agreed value is a great way to protect yourself from depreciation. If you have a total loss, you'll receive the agreed value of your boat, an amount you and Progressive previously agreed upon, for as long as you own your boat. Remember, not all boat insurance is the same, and the folks at Progressive get it, and they're working to tailor coverages to suit our bass fishing lifestyle.
Welcome back. Strike King and FLW Pro Billy McDonald is going to join us on some myth-busting rumors about oil for your engine. Billy?
Okay, people, here's the facts. There's a lot of misconception out there on what kind of oil you can run in these outboard engines, you know. First and foremost, let me explain that Mercury, Evinrude, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, all of them make fantastic power plants. They are the very best at what they do. They do not make oil. They buy oil from someone else. We are in the oil business at Lucas Marine Products, and we have the very best oil that's available out there to get. Everybody wants to say, well, it voids a warranty if I don't run, you know, that brand that your motor is. That is a myth. What the warranty says is you must run something equal or something that exceeds the manufacturer's warranty. Right here it is. We exceed everybody else's that's on the market. It's out of a virgin-based stock. It's got our additives into it, and it does not void your warranty. And in fact, I think we're the only one out there that's making it out of a virgin-based stock. So it does not void your warranty. Your engines will run better. They'll run cleaner. So next time you're wanting to get some oil, take a look at Lucas Marine Products.
Thanks, Billy. See more advice, tips, and news from the pros by logging on to AnglersChannel.com. The Carolinas Bass Challenge kicked off their 2017 season with 202 teams heading out on South Carolina's Lake Murray in early February. Neil and Tim Huffstetler won that first event with a winning weight of 26.53 pounds of Lake Murray bass. Now it's time for the North Division to show us what they have. From Lake Norman near Charlotte, North Carolina, here's Tournament Director Brett Collins.
Thanks, John. We're here today on Lake Norman. This is our first North Carolina event with the CBC of 2017. We had a record crowd of 236 boats. The guys are fishing for a total of $58,200. We also pay back $1,000 to the big fish winners. Today's a beautiful day on Lake Norman. We're here at Blythe Landing. We got some of the best fishermen around Lake Norman. The fishing's been very good right now. We like I said, we got great conditions. It was cool this morning. Now we got a beautiful day. You know, it's cloudy, just like you want it when you're fishing. The temperature's up around 70 degrees. I would probably say 18, 19 pounds is going to win. It's always real competitive here at Lake Norman, and we really look for a lot of fish to be weighed in. Big fish would normally be around 5. Sometimes we have a 6-pounder weighed in.
Many of the anglers told us they caught their fish around midday using a variety of methods, including jerk baits, some using the A-rig, others saw action early and the bite dropped off as the day progressed. Tommy Williams and Thomas Hardwick brought in the largest sack of the day, weighing 18.27, beating out 235 other teams to take home $14,000 in cash. Not a bad payday for one day on the lake.
Caught a lot of fish on secondary points, jig, crankbait, caught a few on the rig. Overall, I mean, it's going to sound strange, it really was a tough day for us. We had 13 pounds-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock, and then major dry spell until way over in the afternoon.
Until 2 o'clock before we caught a fish.
And then some last-minute drama, we were able to cull up majorly. So worked out for our benefit, and a good day on the lake.
We had a lot of bags in the 14-pound range. We paid back 39 places. The last money place was 1166, I believe. We saw some great looking spots. We saw some close to 4 pounds. And you know, Lake Norman's live and well. Plenty of fish out there. The boys are catching them.
Thanks, Brett. Keep up to date with the Carolinas Bass Challenge on their site at carolinasbasschallenge.com. Still to come on the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, highlights, industry news, opinion, that, and much more when we return.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Stratos Boats, by Costa Sunglasses, and by AnglersChannel.com. Stay with us. There's plenty more straight ahead.
Dale? Dale? Oh, hey, Rob. What's with the minivan? That's not mine. I don't...
Dale, honey, is your tummy still hurting, or are you feeling better to ride in the front seat? Oh, is this one of your motorcycling friends?
Hey, chin up there, Dale. Lots of bikers also drive cars. In fact, you can save big if you bundle them both with Progressive.
I'd like that.
Great. Ooh, you've got soft hands.
He uses my moisturizer.
See you, Dale. Bye, Rob.
Well, they tell me that I just made history. I was blessed to win 2 tournaments back-to-back on the FLW Tour, something that's never been done before in its 20-year existence. A lot of the baits that I used to win these 2 tournaments were right out of the package, no custom design. The same package that you can get at your local tackle store. You know, if an old country boy like me can do it, you can too. Get you a sack full of Strike King lures. Make your own history.
There's a huge low-pressure system centered over the state, going to continue to whip our area with rain, sleet, high wind. There are already multiple weather-related accidents on the freeway. You'd have to be a hardcore duck hunter to go out in this weather. Take it easy this morning, heading downtown.
The Browning A5. Come hell or high water.
Available at Sportsman's Warehouse and sportsmanswarehouse.com.
From bass and walleye to crappie and the great outdoors, no one has ever built aluminum boats like these from Ranger. They're packed with standard features. The ride is super smooth, they're whisper quiet and incredibly stable. Check out the difference in quality, performance, and room in a Ranger aluminum design. America's fastest growing aluminum line. No matter what you're after on the water, these rigs are engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
When it comes to bass fishing, there's one site you can count on for tournaments, results, gear reviews, lake news, angler profiles, and opinion. That's AnglersChannel.com's Chris Brown with this week's Anglers Channel Insider.
Hey guys, Chris Brown back with this week's Anglers Channel Insider. We just got back from ICAST down in Orlando, Florida, and boy was it hot. Not just the weather, but also the new products. Tons of new stuff from our buddies at Strike King Lure Company, TH Marine, Costa Sunglasses, and so much more. If you haven't been to the website yet and haven't seen some of the gear reviews, some of the new product stuff that Vance has done, as well as some of our other guys, you need to check it out at AnglersChannel.com. Or hang tight. Next episode of the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, Vance will have his own segment on some of the cool new products he found down at ICAST and what he thinks is going to be the big players this fall for you and me when it's time to go tournament fishing. All right, back to the site. Talking about tournaments, you've got Elite Series guys coming up. They've got back-to-back events, one on the St. Lawrence River, one on Lake Champlain. They've got Northern Opens, BFLs. You've got ABA RAM, ABA AFT, so many tournaments going on, I just can't even name them all here coming up in the next few weeks. You need to check it out, the Tournaments tab at AnglersChannel.com, and make sure that you've got the 411, all the info you need to get what you need to make sure you're there on time and ready to catch those fish. If you need to be practicing or doing some research or doing your homework for these tournaments, check out the Lakes tab, click on the lake you're looking for. You got a full topographic map of the lake you're looking for there on the site. You've got results, you've got articles, everything tied to that lake in one place. This is a great spot to be checking out and doing your homework for upcoming tournaments. So guys, that's all I got. Until next week, check it out, AnglersChannel.com, your #1 tournament resource destination for bass fishing.
America's premier outfitter, Sportsman's Warehouse, should be your first stop when it comes to the latest gear for the serious bass angler. That's why we are proud to bring you the Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight, featuring the latest gear for your tackle box. Here's Angler of the Year and Sportsman's Warehouse Pro Staffer, Brian Thrift.
This week's Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight is the Demiki 4-inch anchovy shad. This is a bait I've made a lot of money with in my career the last couple years since it came out. I got a win last fall at Lake Norman throwing this exact bait in this exact color. What I like to do with it, I put it on an 1/8 to a 3/16 ounce jig head, put it on some 10 to 8 pound P-line fluorocarbon line, a 7-foot Fitzgerald rods medium heavy stunner, and that's the perfect setup for catching big fish on light line with a bait caster. I can slow roll this thing over top of brush, over top of cane piles. Anytime I find bait fish suspended in a creek channel, this is my go-to bait, the 4-inch Demiki anchovy shad. You can find these at your local Sportsman's Warehouse or at sportsmanswarehouse.com.
Bass fishing has never been so popular, and we like to cover local and regional team trails throughout the country, one of which is the Angler's Choice Marine Team Trail. Let's join their director, Chris Lucas.
The Angler's Choice Team Trail has actually been going on for about 20 years. I've been the tournament director for 9 years, and in 9 years, we've seen our growth go from about 35 to 50 boats a tournament, all the way up to 225 boats a tournament. We usually average somewhere around 160 to 180 boats per tournament. We are part of Ranger Cup, we're part of Triton Gold, we're part of the Nitro Boat Contingency Plan, the T&H Marine Contingency Program, Power Poles, Captain's Cash, we're part of Kitech USA. We feed everybody at all of our tournaments, and again, we're just tickled to death with where this trail is. We give away a brand new Ranger bass boat at the end of each season, and couldn't be any prouder of that, with a Mercury Pro XS engine on the back, Lowrance electronics, and the Minn Kota Fortrex trolling motor.
Find out more about Angler's Choice Marine Team Trail by visiting anglerschoicemarine.com and clicking on the Tournaments tab. We kick off the 2017 season with the Alabama Bass Trail's South Division on Lake Jordan when this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show continues.
This portion of the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show is brought to you by Navionics, by Carhartt Outdoor Wear, and by TH Marine.
Alabama is known as one of the premier states for tournament bass fishing in the country, and one of the premier tournament trails is the Alabama Bass Trail. Here's Program Director Kay Donaldson and Robbie Floyd.
This is it, Kay. We've waited a while. Now we've got the biggest field we've ever had on the ABT. 225 boats just hit the water.
It's hard to even talk about who to watch because there's so many new people, and we're looking forward to that.
Now, a familiar lake for many of these guys is our 4th year on Lake Jordan, but for some of the new guys, a lot of pressure as far as, you know, it being the first event of the year. A lot of pressure because all of these guys have a chance of winning that Angler of the Year title. What were you hearing from the guys out on the water?
They were anxious, but they're so excited. A lot of these guys have waited 2 years to fish with us. Either they've just finished school or they had a baby and now they're ready to come out or, you know, and explore their opportunities here on the Alabama Bass Trail. They're all wanting that $10,000 prize, and they all want to be the first leader in the Angler of the Year points.
Well, it just stopped raining. Everybody's been catching them in practice, but now it's competition day. We're talking about a big field, 225 boats, but on a small body of water. This thing's going to fish small, don't you think?
I think so. 12 miles from dam to dam on this water, which is not a lot of room for these guys to spread out. These are the best anglers in the Southeast. Somebody's going to catch them.
Well, there's a lot of anglers in this small body of water, and we've got a lot of guys to cover today.
I think they look like they're one of them rods in the lake.
Decent. Oh yeah, good one. Good fish. Mean fish. Oh yeah, good spot. Coming in. Come on, sweetie. That should be a little one for the day, maybe.
Mesh bag. We didn't put the biggest ones in there. But they're nice and fat, like me.
What'd y'all catch them on?
Worms. All day. All of them with a shaky head. Davis Bait Companies and Big Bite Baits Fish Worm.
All right, buddy, a lot of anglers hit the water today with one goal in mind, catch the largest 5 bass. What type of bass are we looking at? What's the size limit? What are we looking at today?
Well, we're going to see large and spotted bass. Not so many largemouth, but there's going to be a bunch of spotted bass. This Coosa River is known for their spots.
And I think we could see some largemouth. I think the weather kind of might help you out as well. It's a nice day out there, but also what length do they have to be to come across?
We're doing 12-inch minimum on both largemouth and spotted bass.
Shea Baker, Ricky Baker, got 5 bass today. That's a good thing. You finished runner-up here before, Shea. Let's find out what you got. 5 bass. You need 1362 to take the lead. You're going to do that. How much more? 1423. You're going to get your picture taken. Good job. How'd you catch them?
Most of them on a jig. It was real slow, a grind, and you just had to bounce around and try to stay out of people's way. There's a lot of boats out there.
Rusty and Ronnie Mass taking the lead here at Jordan, almost 18 pounds. Grab a couple of those bass. Let's see what they look like. All right. 1796, the weight to beat, 2495. I knew you did well. I didn't know you did that well out there. Congratulations, guys. Go and grab a couple of these bass really quick. How well did it go? Tell me that first spot you went to where you catch them right off the bat.
I caught one we culled probably within 10 minutes, and then 30 minutes later, we went through 45-minute time. We caught 3 of the bigger ones. Left there, culled another one with a big one. Then we caught a lot of 3 1/4s, and then he caught that big largemouth in the last 2 hours.
That's awesome. So, I mean, it was just a whack fest. What were you throwing? What were you doing to catch the bait? Because I guess you had different presentations throughout the day, or sticking to the same thing?
Yeah, we caught the biggest one, or I guess the biggest one, the one that weighed for big fish. We caught it flipping.
The rest of them come off chatterbait, spinnerbait, swim bait, just moving baits, just changing it up.
Congratulations to all the winners on the Alabama Bass Trail. Go to alabamabasstrail.org for more information on that exciting trail. For up-to-date information on tournaments in your area, just log on to AnglersChannel.com. For the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, I'm John Byrne. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.